Hi there, I'm Chris. I'm not a chef. Like you, I'm just trying to get through the coronavirus while in lockdown. But I do know a lot about food and the food business and food safety. So I'm here to help you have a better time and learn more so you don't get freaked out in the kitchen while you're being holed up in the house. Now, this isn't going to apply to everyone, but it's something that I feel should be kind of said, that if you happen to have or can get a hold of a dehydrator, then that's a really awesome thing for you to have right now, because you can make so many different things with it. We have this little cheap one. We're in Mexico right now, and we were able to get this little Hamilton Beach one. It's got this little lid, and this is the base, but it's got all these trays with it, and it's I'm making beef jerky right now. You'll see I've got some strips in there. I've already stacked them up. There are 5 trays that come with this model, and then that's my marinade that I had. But you can do this with so many different things that you have. Slices of beef. The first thing I made was fruit roll-ups. And I just took some fruit I had around the house that was in the freezer and some apples, and put them in a pan and heated them up and mashed them with a potato masher. So it made them kind of chunky, but it was still good. The kids still love them. They ask for them every day. Those should be gone in a couple days, but it's a way to make things last. So if you're one of those people who's like, okay, Chris, you told me not to hoard food, only get things for 4 or 5 days, but what if it gets really bad and we can't have food, or they do have shortages and the electricity is out, or I'm having trouble cooking, or everyone's sick? That's a possibility. This is something that you can do for now while things are on the shelves, and while you do have electricity, and while you do have lots of things, is to make them last longer. You take that fruit, you slice it up really thin, and you put it in a dehydrator, and you keep it. And it'll stay for weeks. Put it in a Ziploc bag or a little jar or something, and it'll stay for a long time. Beef jerky's like that will, even months. Just make sure it doesn't get too much humidity. But if you have one of those, I really suggest you get it out and dust it off. If you're able to get one, Amazon is still delivering. See if you can get a hold of one. That one there, I think, cost us like $50, $60. And you know how expensive beef jerky is, so buying beef jerky is one option. But if you're like us and you're not really rich, then you make your own. So I want to say I spent maybe $20 or so on the beef, and they didn't have what I wanted. Most of your recipes on beef jerky will say get something that has no fat in it because you can't have fat. That's ridiculous. We've always had a little bit of fat in our beef jerky, so you can see where there is it's not perfect cuts, and there is some fats in there, and those actually turn out being really juicy and full of flavor when you eat them, and they're still soft and chewy when you eat it. Some people may not like that, but we do, and the kids do. So using that is really smart way to save some money, but also this stuff will last a long time. So if you're one of those people who's really afraid of things going bad, and that's why you're hoarding things, is because you're worried about being able to feed yourself, spending all your time available doing that, in your free time, is something that you could fill your days with, is prepping for that future. And then if everything is fine and this turns out to be something that we're able to nip in the bud really fast, then you got a lot of awesome snacks hanging around that you can take to work with you, or give it away friends, or maybe it turns out you're really good at making it and it's a little business that you can start later. There's so many opportunities that the kitchen can provide for you while you're here. So I would say if you've got a dehydrator or get your hands on one, use it. It's, for one, fun. They're really awesome snacks, and they could come in really handy one day. Thanks.